Good day everyone. Today, we will be discussing digital storage. At the end of the discussion, we shall be able to differentiate between storage and memory, describe the characteristics of internal hard disks, describe the benefits of solid-state drives, identify uses of external hard disks and RAID or RAID, differentiate among various types of memory cards and USB flash drives, discuss the benefits and uses of cloud storage, describe characteristics of and differentiate among types of optical disks, explain types of enterprise storage, and lastly, identify uses of magnetic stripe cards, smart cards, RFID tags, and NFC tags. Let us first define storage medium and cloud storage. Storage medium is the physical material on which a computer keeps data, information, programs, and applications, while cloud storage keeps information on servers on the internet, and the actual media on which the files are stored are transparent to the users. Now, we have this what we call storage device. Storage device is the hardware that records and or retrieves items to and from storage media. Now under this, there are two processes. These are what we call the reading and writing process. In the reading process, it is the process of transferring items from a storage medium into memory, while in the writing process, it is the process of transferring items from memory to a storage medium. There are a lot of storage devices which we all have probably used or is using, like memory cards, cloud storage which is present in our devices like phones and laptops. We also have SD cards, NFC tags, RFID tags, USB flash drives, and such. So these are just some of the few examples of storage devices. Still under storage, we have capacity. Capacity is the number of bytes a storage medium can hold. So I know we are all familiar with this. We have kilobyte or kilobytes, which is the smallest byte a storage medium can hold. We also have megabyte, gigabyte, terabyte, petabyte, exabyte, zettabyte, and yottabyte. So these are the storage terms or the number of bytes a storage medium can hold. Items on a storage medium remain intact even when you turn off a computer or mobile device. So which is pretty convenient and amazing. Why? Well, storing our data becomes much easier and more convenient for us because the stored media will not go away even if you turn off your device. The stored media is still intact. Pretty convenient, right? The amount of time it takes a storage device to locate an item on a storage medium is what we call access time measures. So it is the time required to deliver an item from memory to the processor. Now let us move on to hard drives. Let us define what is a hard disk. A hard disk, also called a hard disk drive or HDD, contains one or more inflexible circular platters that use magnetic particles to store data, instructions, and information. The storage capacity of hard disks varies and is determined by the number of platters the hard disk contains, whether the disk uses longitudinal or perpendicular recording, and the density. Now there's this what we call formatting. It is the process of dividing the disk into tracks and sectors. Tracks are the circular paths on the surface of the disk where data is written. Sectors are the small divisions within tracks that store fixed amounts of data, while clusters are the groups of sectors used by the operating system for data management. Characteristics of a hard disk include tracks, sectors, platters, form factor, read or write head, and revolutions per minute. Here's a step-by-step on how a hard disk works. Step 1. The circuit board controls the movement of the head actuator and a small motor. And then, a small motor spins the platters while the computer is running. Afterwards, when the software requests disk access, the read or write heads determine the current or new location of the data. And lastly, once the head actuator positions the read or write head arms over the correct location on the platters to read or write data. So that is how a hard disk works. A head crash occurs when a read or write head touches the surface of a platter, so always keep a backup of your hard disk. Now that we are done discussing the HDD or the hard disk drive, let us move on to SSD or the solid state drive. An SSD is a flash memory storage device that contains its own processor to manage its storage. An SSD or a solid state drive has several advantages over traditional or the magnetic hard disks. Here are the several advantages. First, it gives us faster access times. Aside from that, it also gives us faster transfer rates, quieter operation, it is more durable, lighter weight, less power consumption, less heat generation, it has longer life, and the fragmentation is not required. So those are the advantages of SSD or solid state drive. An external hard disk is a separate freestanding storage device that connects with a cable to a USB port or other port on a computer or mobile device. So this external hard disk is usually seen or used in desktop or computers. Next is RAID or redundant array of independent disks. So this is a group of two or more integrated hard disks or SSDs. Like the external hard disk, RAID is also connected with a cable to a computer or laptop.
A memory card is a removable flash memory storage device that you insert and remove from a slot in a computer, mobile device, or card reader or a writer. Used in cameras, smartphones, and game consoles to store photos, videos, and apps. USB flash drives plug into a USB port on a computer or mobile device. USB flash drives is a small and easy to carry devices that you can plug into a computer to transfer files quickly. We also have here steps on how SD cards works. 4 steps. So next, the cloud storage is an internet service that provides storage to computer or mobile device. Instead of saving files on a physical device, your data is stored on the internet so you can access it from any device with an internet connection. Examples here are the Google Drive, Dropbox, and the iCloud. Next, an optical disc consists of a flat, round, portable disc made of metal plastic, and lacquer that is written and read by a laser. This uses a laser to read and write data. We also have here steps on how laser reads data on an optical disc. In optical disc, we have the CD or DVD ROM read only. You can only view data but cannot save new files. Example here is the movie DVDs. Next, CDR or DVD worm. Write once, read many. You can save files once, but after that, you can change or delete them. Good for archiving. Lastly is the CD-RW or the DVD-RW. You can save, erase, and reuse this multiple times like a USB but in disk form.
Next is enterprise hardware. This involves using specialized hardware designed for large organizations to efficiently manage and store a massive amount of data. RAID, or Redundant Array of Independent Disks, is mentioned as a technology that duplicates data for redundancy and improved availability. The image shows the RAID or RAID levels mirroring data duplication and stripping, data splitting across multiple disks. Next is network attached storage. This is a server dedicated solely to providing storage or to computers and devices on a network. The image shows multiple computers connected to a central NAS or NAS server. Next is we have storage area network or SAN, a high-speed network designed to provide storage to other server. The image shows multiple servers connected to a central SAN, which itself uses various storage devices like disk, tape, optical disc. The image shows a tape library, a large storage system containing many tape cartridges. Number two, magnetic stripe cards. This card, like credit cards, have a magnetic stripe that stores information. Number three, smart cards. Smart cards store data on an integrated circuit embedded within the card. The image shows both contact and contactless smart cards. Number four, RFID tags. This tag consists of an antenna and a memory chip. Information is transmitted wirelessly via radio waves. An RFID reader receives this signal and transfer the information to a computer. Next is we have near field communication or NFC. An NFC enabled device has an NFC chip. An NFC tag has a chip and antenna to transmit information. Most NFC tags are self-adhesive stickers. And for our summary, a summary table categorizes various storage options based on their capacity, access times, and characteristics. First is varieties of storage option. This section likely covered the various types of storage discussed throughout the chapter. Next is storage capacity and storage access times. This section likely detailed the storage capacity, how much data can be stored, and access times, how quickly data can be retrieved for different storage technologies. Characteristic of hard disk, SSDs, external hard drives, and RAID. This section likely describes the features and performance of these storage devices. Next is characteristics of optical disk. This section likely summarizes the features of CDs and DVDs. And next is enterprise storage options. These sections likely covered various enterprise level storage solutions such as NAS and SAN. Next is magnetic stripes card. Smart cards RFID tags, and NFC chips.